Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS with ServiceNow. This session is part of ServiceNow Discovery Training. The topic of this session is how to install and set up MID server in ServiceNow. And this topic is part of MID server section of this training. So let's start with MID server setup and installation. And the first step for MID server setup is creating MID server user in ServiceNow instance. This is my personal developer instance. Now I need to go to user list. So I will go to sysuser.list, and here I will create a new user. So I will click on new button. I will get this form and I will provide the name as SaaS mid, and here I will give SaaS and last name as mid, and I will just set the password so that I can provide in MID server configuration, and I will save this. Now, as of now, I have just created the user. However, in order to make this user as a MID server user, you need to add a role, and that role is MID server role. So just go to roles over here and just type mid. You will get this mid underscore server role. Double click. You will get it here and save this. Now you can say that this particular user is a MID server user, so that MID server can access directly with this user ID and the password which you have given over here. The next step is get a Windows or Linux server. You can install a MID server on Windows server machines or Linux server machines. In this demo, I will show you the installation of MID server on Windows machine. This is my Mac computer, and in order to install Windows Server, I have used VMware Virtual Client software, in which you can install multiple operating systems, even Windows, even Linux, and different operating systems you have. Now, I have installed Windows Server 2012, which is an evaluation version of Microsoft, and you can also download it from Microsoft website free of cost. So here is the Windows Server. Now this is the software which I'm talking about, that is VMware Fusion. The name of that client, that software is VMware Fusion, that is specifically for Mac machines. So if you have Mac and if you want to install virtual servers, then you would need this VMware Fusion. Otherwise, if you have Windows computer, and even if you want install these virtual machines like Windows Server in your Windows computer, in that case you can install VMware Workstation. That's a different software, and both you can download it from VMware website. That is also free of cost for home version, because you have some personal version over there which is not for enterprise or any commercial use. In that case, you can install it, and then you can just do whatever you want as per the installation of MID server. So you can, if you want to try MID server by yourself, you can also do that on Windows machines and or Mac machines as well by installing this VMware software. One is VMware Workstation, another one is VMware Fusion on Mac system. So here is the Windows machine. You can see I have also installed this Ubuntu. Now this is something I will show you later when exactly I will be running the discovery, because I will be showing you how discovery will be able to find these different systems which I will be installing in this VM machine. I will be installing other machines as well, and we will see how discovery application will be able to discover these machines automatically, which you will see later in this series. But as of now, we will focus on installation of MID server. We have got Windows machine over here. As I told you, I have downloaded this server, Windows Server 2012. This is R2. You will find different versions over there, 2012, I think 2016 as well. So I have downloaded Windows Server 2012 R2 standard evaluation. You can also see that the license I have got till 176 days. So overall, if I remember, they give you just for evaluation. So this is not a enterprise version. You don't have to pay any money. You just can evaluate and you can use it. I think you can download it multiple times, and I have done as well. If this will expire, you can re-download some other machines as well, maybe the same version. That's what I have done. So this one, I think I just installed it 4 days ago, and I got this 180 days. So as of now, I have 176 days overall. The next step is download MIT server. So as of now, you are ready with that MIT server user, and you are ready also with the machines. In what machine you have to install that MIT server. Now before installing, you definitely need a file to install it. So we will download the MIT server directly from ServiceNow instance. So I will go to my machine. So this is my Windows Server machine. I will click on here and I will open Internet Explorer. It says, okay, I will just do okay for now. And what I will do, I will provide the address for my instance, and that is dev84016 dot service-now.com. Press enter. I will do OK. Now this will try to open our ServiceNow instance, same instance which we have. Now you will definitely find a lot of these like alerts from Internet Explorer. The reason behind it, because of the security setting which we have on your browser. So what I will do, I will just click on add for now, add it and close it, and I can see the page now, login page. Now here I will log into my instance. Now with what username and the password, you can use admin, because you have to download the MIT server file. So I will just type my password and log into my instance. Do you want to store it? No, I don't want to store it. So you can see I have logged into my instance. I will make it a little bit bigger screen. So I have made it full screen. I will close this one. And what I will do, I will directly go to the MIT server application, because that's what we need to install. So I will go to MIT server. Now here's the MIT server. You just need to click on downloads. So in order to download the MIT server, click on this downloads module. You will see this screen in order to download the file. What I will do, I will download the zip file. So I will check this box. Here I have 32-bit, I have 64-bit. I have installed 64-bit. So I will install this one. Okay, I think alert is still coming, but that's fine. I will save it. So download is complete, you can see here. And if I go to the folder downloads over here, you can see this zip file has been downloaded. Now I can extract this file. So I will just right click on here and I will go to extract all and click on extract. This will basically extract all the files of MIT server from that zip file. So you can see we have got this new folder over here with same name, but this is extracted file basically. So here is the main file we have, that is the downloaded file agent. On same Windows or Linux machines, you can install multiple MIT servers. However, you just need one single file. That means you need to download it once, and then you can install with that one file multiple MIT servers. You definitely have to use it multiple times, the same file, but I will show you how exactly you can install 2 MIT servers rather than 1 MIT server with the same file which we just downloaded. The next step is installation of MIT server. Now I will show you that how you can install a MIT server with that particular file which we downloaded directly from our instance. So I will go to my server over here. Here we have Windows Server, and as I mentioned to you that we will install 2 MIT servers, not just one. So in that case, what I will do first, I will go to C drive. Now here I will create a different folder that should be of mid server name. So I will just right click over here and I will click on here and create a new folder, and I will give it a name as mid server. That's it. And here when I will enter in this particular folder, maybe I can just create two another folders. So I will just create maybe SaaS mid 1, and I can create another one as SaaS mid 2. This is first one, this is second one. Now I will go to my download folders where we have this mid server downloaded. What you need to do, if you will click over here, you will see a lot of files under this, but this is your main folder, agent folder. So what you need to do, you just need to copy this, go to your C drive where you have this mid server folder and put it in one folder where we have first mid server. Go back. Now same file which you have copied, go here and now paste it over here. That means the same file is basically pasted in first mid server folder as well, even in second mid server. But as of now, we have not installed it. We have just placed the files. Now we will install it. So I will go to first one, go to agent. Now if you will go a little bit bottom, you will find this installer. Now this installer is a Windows batch file, which you need to just double click on that. And now you will see a UI where you can provide the details of your instance, and then you will be able to connect with your ServiceNow instance. That means this mid server will be installed, configured with your instance as well. And I will show you the service, which is basically, as we talked about, that mid server is Java application service. So I will show you that service as well, because it creates a service on this Windows machine. So here I have to provide the instance name. So I can provide that instance name. That will be dev 84016. Here we have to provide the username, the user ID which we created, same user which we created in the first step, and that is saas.mid. And then I will provide the password, and I will just click on test your connection. If I click on this, it will try to test the connection. It will hit our instance, and then you should see connection is successful. So you can see here connection tested successful. And if I click on next, here I have to provide the name. Now, as of now, I was able to connect to my instance. Now I have to provide some information that what kind of name I want for my mid server. So this mid server name would be the one which you want in your instance to be visible. And I will show you. So here I will type SaaS mid server 1. And I will keep these names as it is. So we have SaaS mid server 1. I will click on next, and that's it. And if I click on next, you can see your mid server has been successfully configured. Overall, it is installed successfully. Nothing else, you are done. And if I click on start mid server, now that service which I was talking about, you have to restart it. After installation, you have to start it, because it will not be automatically started. You have to start it. So by clicking this button, I have started that mid server, and I can click on exit page. Now what I will do, I will go back. Now I will go to my second folder where we have second mid server. I will go over here in the same agent folder, and I will follow the same steps. I will double click on installer. It will open this page. Here I will provide the instance name. So I have 84016, and then here I will do saas.mid, and I will provide the password. Click on test connection. This will test the connection again for second mid server. Now I have provided all the details, basically same user ID, same password, same instance, but this is for second mid server. But how we will come to know that this is second mid server, I will show you. So I will click on next. Now here you have to provide the detail with a different name so that you can recognize it is the second mid server. So in that case, I will give SaaS mid server 2. you can give 2. So that was SaaS Mid Server 1. This is SaaS Mid Server 2. And I will click on next and click on next. And I will click on start mid server. It is started. And now I will exit it. That's it. I am done. Installation of both these servers is done. Now, one thing I want to show you, that as of now, I tried to configure this mid server with the help of UI. But you can also do it with the help of directly in configuration file. So where exactly these informations are stored, they will not be on, I would say, in air. They will definitely be somewhere in the system, and that system is this one, this config file. So right click on this config file. So maybe I will tell you the place of this file again. Go to your agent folder. You will see a lot of these folders, and then you have this file config, and this is XML document. So I will just click on it and I will open it with maybe WordPad. And I will show you the same details which we mentioned on our UI. So if I go a little bit bottom, you can see we have our instance over here. We gave it on UI, but it is visible over here. Now, if I come a little bit bottom, you can see we have this saas.mid, which is our username, the user ID which we created in our instance. And this is our encrypted password. This is not my password. This is encrypted password. So I can just go back now. So I will minimize this. Maybe I will close this because I don't have to do anything else for this. Now I will show you the 2 services which I created for these mid servers. So I will just maybe minimize this and even our instance as well. And I will just type over here. You have to go to services. Now the services show you all the services which runs for different type of applications and services in your Windows server. And I think this is available on your normal Windows computer as well, like a personal Windows computer. You will definitely find these services as well. So if I go over here, I will show you those services. It should be definitely with ServiceNow name. So yep, we have over here. So I will make it big screen, and you can see same name, but if I remember, there were 3 sections of names. First one, the first field where we fill the name SaaS Mid Server 1, that will be visible on ServiceNow, not here, because this name will be different. This is a service name, and you can see both are running. These are my 2 mid server services. Now, if I go to my instance, let's go directly from here because I have already logged into my instance. So if I show you here, you just need to click on this server. Now, we didn't have any record on this particular instance for mid servers. There were 0 records, but now you will see 2 records created automatically. If I click this, you can see we have 2 records created over here, and status is also showing up and up because both the services are up and running. You can see the name same name which we gave over there. Let me show in the bigger screen as well. This is what I'm showing you in my virtual machine, but let me show you in directly in my computer. So here's mid server. I will type mid server. I will go to servers, and here we have our 2 mid servers. You can also see the version. These are the versions basically for these mid servers. Latest one is Paris because my instance is in Paris version. Here we have name. There are a lot of some details like IP addresses. You can see because these are the host IP address, where exactly the system where we have installed our mid server. So next step is validate mid server. Now, after installing and restarting your mid server, you have to validate it. So I will go back to my instance. I will just open this record first because I have to validate this one first. So this is not validated. I will click on this validate button. You will see this screen. It says allow all applications, allow all capabilities, allow all IP ranges. I will say yes, I'm okay with that. I will save it. And you can see it is also trying to validate it. I will go next. It is still validating, and I will just open this one now. And I will click on validate again on second mid server. It is asking allow all applications, allow all capabilities, all IP ranges, yes. And I will just click on save. No changes, and I will go back. You can see both the servers are validated. You can see green icon over here and with yes, yes. Now, there are some times when you install the MIT server, even they are up, and even if you try to validate them, you will keep on seeing the status as validating. That means system will not be able to validate them. In that case, if something would stuck, what you will do? So what you can do, just click on that MIT server. You need to click on this invalidate. And maybe you can also try to restart. So invalidate, try to restart the MIT server and then click on validate again. In that case, you will definitely see that MIT server will be validated without any issues. And if I go a little bit bottom, now these are some related lists where you can see like configuration parameters. So you can see the username which we have used. We have used this instance and its URL as well. This is the name of the MIT server, sysid, password as well. These are all configured, directly shown in this related list. Then if I go to supported application, you can see we have this, we are supporting all the application. If I click, and if you don't want to add all the applications, then we have to select those applications, like you have cloud, you have discovery. And if I go to other related list like IP ranges, now as of now, this is including all the IP ranges. Then I go to capabilities. It is including all the capabilities. If you want to just enable one of the MIT server for specific capabilities, that is also you can just add over here and remove this all option. Then we have some logs. You can also see MIT server logs, and then you can see the threads as well, that what kind of threads you are getting while doing different transactions in the MIT server. That is something you can see over here. Then we have, I think this is statistics, just about input, what things are processed, how is the queue. That is what it is showing over here. Now, if I go to my machine, let's go to our machine over here. And if I go to our MIT server, one of the MIT server, let's go to SAAS1. Now here you can also see the logs, and those logs are basically here. You can see this MIT server log, agent log, and you can see wrapper log as well. So which will be generated over here. This will keep on updating. As of now, this is the latest time as per my server time, you can see. So just keep on updating it. Similarly, you can, for example, you might get some issues, multiple issues when you perform the installation of MIT server, or maybe you want to use MIT server for different functionalities, even for integration. Now, for sure, for example, if I talk about integration, so if you are sending any outbound call from ServiceNow to any third-party system via MIT server, that means it will definitely be tracked. The transaction will definitely be tracked in the MIT server logs. So in some cases, for example, sometimes you're not able to integrate, you are getting some errors. In that case, you can troubleshoot those issues by looking into these logs, because you might get some kind of errors, so that you can troubleshoot them and you can fix different kind of functionalities or different issues you will get for integrations or discovery or different features we use via MIT server. Let me create cluster records for these MIT servers. If I will go to my instance, and in MIT server you have this clusters module, and if I click here new, so what I will do, I will maybe make it as primary mid, and I will make it as failover, and I will click on submit. And if I come over here, I have to select which server should be primary. So I will just click over here, edit, and I will add both. Now these two MIT servers, they should act as failover servers. If one will not work, then that functionality should be routed to another one automatically. Like for example, if I give an example of LDAP, if you have LDAP, in that case, if one server is down and if you want to switch it to second server automatically, then you can select this failover, and you can also select load balancer. Load balancer is just to share the traffic. For example, on your one MIT server, you're getting a lot of traffic, a lot of transactions. In that case, you want to share the transactions, share the traffic to another. That means you used to unload some transactions from your first to second. In that case, there will be balanced traffic going to both the servers. In that case, you can create basically a load balancer type of cluster. Here, I have created a cluster type of failover load cluster. And you can also create load balancer as per your requirement. That will be load balance. Basically, the name of type of that particular cluster is load balance, and this one is failover. This is how you can install Mid servers in ServiceNow in your organization internal machines for discovery application, even for other type of features you have in ServiceNow. But if I talk about specifically discovery, then Mid server plays an important role. It's an important component of discovery process in ServiceNow. So thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.